Tell me a little bit about some of the experience you've had with presentation.
Not a lot really. It was more like to get into that sort of, I think, you know, I sort of wanted to get into that sort of area.
Right.
You know.
And when you say you think you want to, I mean, has something prompted you to look into the area of doing presentation?
Well, it's really so that I can use some skills in that area really. I suppose I ought to start to think about getting out there and doing stuff, you know.
And you mentioned skills. I mean, there's a lovely long list of your skills here. I mean, it's very impressive. Do you feel that you may have the confidence to do public presentation?
Well, my husband said I should try.
I wonder if this is an area that you really are interested in, or whether it's something that's caught your attention, or you wanted to go off in a completely different direction.
Well, I saw it, and my husband said, you know, it would be a good idea for me to get confidence, and it sounded nice, you know. I'm not sure really.
Your skills and your experience over the years, and it's you know, really impressive list. Can you tell me what you feel your qualities are and your strengths are to go into a group of people, say in a company, who are quite demotivated, who need a motivation to change in their attitude, either personally or within the office? I mean, where do you feel that you would be able to come in and help in a situation like that?
Well, firstly, I feel very passionate about things like this, and I think enthusiasm is the key to any sort of company team, if you like. And I think if you've got enthusiasm in a team, even if you've got some weak links there, I think people will draw their skills from each other, and I think that is very, very important. So that's one thing, without using all of the, you know, technical things. First, you know, the overhead projectors and all the other things. I think it's to instill confidence in each other and show that it's a safe environment for them, so that when you get onto the presentations, they will all have a go, and they will all see how they, you know, they can gel together and help each other. That's how I feel about it.
No, that's very good. And if you were to have, like you say, maybe someone who was sitting on the outside who quite clearly wasn't buying into this, I mean, how would you feel about that?
I think what I probably would do is talk to them on a one-to-one first of all, and find out what their issues are and how they actually feel about the situation as a whole, because if we're going to have to motivate staff, I'd like to get inside to see if there are any underlying problems. I don't want to be nosy, but I think it's really good to know where we're all coming from, so that they don't feel uncomfortable, because they might have had a bad experience, and I don't know that, you know, I wouldn't know that coming in new. So I think that's very important.
Thank you very much for coming in. So Bev, do you want to tell me a little bit about some of your experience at presentation and motivation?
Well, there's not, you know, I mean, obviously, you know, you've got my CV that, well, I've actually travelled quite a lot, especially Europe. We've done a lot of Europe, and I think, you know, that's basically worked out very well. I got some commendations for especially some of the, like the Belgian side, the French side, because I have got fluent French as well, by the way. I've put it on my CV there. Very big offices, very luxurious furnishings, fantastic, really good team. Not a lot of women there. Do tend to like working with, you know, men. I've got a very good relationship with them in that sort of a business, because you have to keep on top of it with them, don't you?
The majority of our employees are actually female here. How would you feel about that?
Well, I suppose I'll just have to see what happens. You know, I think they'll soon get the attitude that I know where I'm coming from, and I've probably got a lot more experience than they have.